the incredibly inappropriate first sentence.
That is MSNBC legal analyst Andrew Weissman talking about Donald Trump's latest filing with the U.S. Supreme Court.
For something this serious, that is a bizarre, really bizarre first sentence, and so I think has a real tin ear.
In asking the justices to weigh in on Trump's claims of presidential immunity, Trump's lawyers, on the very first page of the introduction to their brief, and in the very first sentence, quote, "This application is deja vu all over again." It's a quote from Yogi Berra, a New York Yankees baseball catcher.
Citing Yogi Berra, if you were going to be snarky, they might as well have cited Yogi Bear.
Maybe Trump's legal team should have written, "It's because I'm smarter than the average bear." Because quoting anything in pop culture when making legal arguments to the nation's highest court is considered a no-no and diminishes everybody involved.
That is just a bizarre way to start on something they are asking the Supreme Court. Remember, these are the lawyers for Donald Trump, where Donald Trump and his lawyers have said that their position is that the president of the United States can kill people, and as long as he hasn't been impeached successfully, that is impeached and convicted for it, he cannot be prosecuted. So that for something this serious, that is a bizarre, really bizarre first sentence.
Bizarre, strange, no class. Well, at least the Trump legal team is consistent in keeping with the attributes of their client. The U.S. Supreme Court has responded to the Trump brief by asking special counsel Jack Smith to reply in a week. Recently, an appellate court ruled unanimously that Trump does not have immunity from criminal prosecution for his actions leading up to the January 6th Capitol riot. In that case, one of two brought by special counsel Jack Smith, Donald Trump faces criminal charges related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Trump's team is asking the Supreme Court to pause the lower court's ruling, which would then prevent the criminal trial from going forward, at least until an expected formal Supreme Court appeal and Supreme Court oral hearing. If the Supreme Court justices agree with the appellate court, the case would then get kicked back to District Judge Tanya Chutkan, who would then schedule the criminal trial for as early as this spring. Part of Donald Trump's legal strategy has been to delay all of his legal cases until after the election, with the hopes he wins the election and can then pardon himself and render all the federal criminal cases moot. However, even a former Trump lawyer says the immunity argument Trump has made is feeble.
This petition for a stay is pretty weak. It's a repetitive of their briefs below, which the arguments that they presented were not only soundly rejected, but eviscerated both in oral argument and in the opinion. I don't think the Supreme Court is going to find those arguments compelling in any way. The Supreme Court can do a variety of things here.
And those things include rejecting the stay out of hand or granting a stay and agreeing to conduct oral arguments on the immunity issue. In that scenario, a ruling would take months, and if Trump then lost, the criminal trial would likely not get on the district court schedule until after the November election. For now, though, everything is in the air pending the U.S. Supreme Court. Amidst all of this, Trump's bizarre and amateurish legal arguments and filings continue to generate a lot of interest in the world of lawyers and court watchers, and the political world is following as well. Here's the latest from the anti-Trump Lincoln Project.
He's above the law. He's too powerful. Nothing can stop him. The courts and the media have given up. We're too divided to beat him.
We will never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved.
That's the same story from every country that slipped into dictatorship. But that's not America. There is a powerful force that can stop Trump.
Democracy is who we are.
It's you. It's your vote and your voice.
This is one of those defining moments in American history. Each of those who vote will be remembered. So let's love good. Let's get back to work.
This year, it's America or Trump. And America is counting on you.
Compelling ad, and it's a reminder that no matter what happens with Donald Trump at the U.S. Supreme Court, there is an opportunity to defeat him at the ballot box. And if Donald Trump loses the presidential race, that will matter more to our nation's future than the outcome of any Trump criminal trial. By the way, a lot of MAGA morons are unraveling over the outcome of the Super Bowl, and the White House, the Biden White House, is pouring it on.
I want to extend a big congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs on their third Super Bowl win in just 5 seasons, and also congratulations to all the Swifties out there.
The Swifties, as in fans of Taylor Swift and boyfriend Travis Kelce. The White House Super Bowl shout-out was another troll of MAGA world on top of this. From Joe Biden, Dark Brandon, just like we drew it up.
I found myself again rooting for Kansas City. I like the whole Taylor Swift with the Travis Kelce drama.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Budmore7971. To all Swifties, stand back and stand by. We are living in MAGA heads now. Indeed. And there is joy at the misery of MAGA. I look forward to reading your comments about Donald Trump's lack of class in his filings at the U.S. Supreme Court. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.